This is what we're making, a forged ring, nice and simple. And then we'll make a bracelet that matches it. We're going to make a forged ring to match a bracelet. Ring sizer, measure the inside diameter. Add that to the height of the wire we're using. We're using 2.5 millimeter round wire for this. Multiply by 3.14 and that will give you the length you need. The length I need is 63.6 millimeters. Cut it with a saw, because the saw will give you a nice flat end. After you've done your measurement, subtract 5 millimeters, because we're going to be hammering this up, and as we hammer it, it'll stretch. So 5 millimeters is actually 5 sizes, 1 millimeter per size. File the ends flat, bend it around into a bit of an oval so that the ends touch perfectly, and we'll solder it with hard solder. Use your flat half-round pliers to form your wire. Take your time lining up the join, get it as good as possible, and then solder it. It's soldered using hard solder. Now pickle this and round it up before you tidy up this join. So when you get this out of the pickle, rinse it, dry it off, put it on your ring mandrel, round it up with a rawhide hammer. .400 grade sandpaper on a sanding stick, and the reason that we do the pickling and rounding up before we do this is you can see that our join on top of a curve, you'll just be tidying up a very small amount. It's just so you don't damage the rest of the material when all you have to do is take a small amount off. Place your ring on a ring mandrel, and what you'll want is a steel mandrel with your ring sizes on it, because as we're forging this it will get bigger, and we want to stop when it gets to the proper size. So we're using a planishing hammer for this, and we'll be using the flat side. They usually come slightly rounded and flat. And make sure that it's nice and highly polished. And we don't have to mark this one out, but what we're going to do is hammer a flat in it, and then go next to it and hammer another flat. So I'll just show you. So you can see that flat, and then I'm just going to shift my hammer a little and hammer another flat. So go all the way around like that, but pay attention to the size. Don't go past the size. Okay, all I did was hammer straight down on those spots until I got to the right size. I'm not going to do anything to the sides. So that's a nice little forged ring, and I stopped when it got to my size. So now we'll just polish it up, hallmark it. Done, nice and easy.